Recording in progress.
Think you need to give me permission.
Permission to
Never mind,
you share
You share a
you
screen.
share a screen. Yeah,
Okay.
so can you unmute? I mean, can you mute yourself? Sorry.
Try to speed up.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. We'll pick up from here. Can you differentiate your z from 2? Nice. I think underline is better now. Never mind. This time just circle it. Next time, please underline it. All right. Hello. Okay. Good. Yep. So that's how you factorize this A. Can you do a B? Can you do it just below here? Okay. First thing first, can I ask you a question? How is B different from A?
It's like
4 terms. You still remember the strategy? Okay, please go ahead and do it. Yeah. So can you observe that A is 2 terms?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to experience both 2 terms and 4 terms and how you factorize them all. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Correct. Is that side? Okay. So you have finished your left hand side, right? So right hand side. So you try to split your right hand side, right? So how for the right hand side? Anything in common? Anything in common?
No.
No, then okay. If there is nothing in common, then combine the two, continue. I mean, when there is nothing in common, you don't force it, okay? Combine the left hand side, combine the right hand side, combine it, then go ahead. I think you should be able to see something familiar. Wait. Over here, correct. Over is the left hand side. The right hand side is with the plus. Okay. So by the way, since you see nothing in common, you can erase this because nothing in common. So you don't. Okay. So that's how you come. By the way, is there a bracket? Is there a bracket? The question, is there a bracket? Okay, if there is no bracket, you go and add the bracket. Is it okay? Like you insert something to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, yeah. So what do you see in common? Okay, good. Then go ahead. So what's left after that? So you have taken out the x minus 11y. So you need to cancel it. Yeah. So what is? Wait. You are left with m, right? Then. Right. This is still there, right? Then what is here? Correct. Okay. You need to follow the steps. You have taken out the x minus 11y. Let's see if I can do something here. I need to put it right. How I do it? Seldom use everything. So can I do a note or not? Looks like I cannot do a note now. Yeah, I cannot. Okay, but never mind. So so what I'm trying to say here is this. So you have this let me just I am viewing view options. So yeah, okay, good. So let me see. Okay, so if you look at this, right, you realize that you will take the x minus 11y out because it's common. So once you have taken this out, right, can you see your slash? So once you slash, what you are left with for above is m, right?
Yeah.
And then the plus is also left. So when you have the plus left, what you need to do? You need to bring it down, right? So once you bring it down, and then over here is 1 left. So that's why this is the final answer. Okay, you really need to follow the steps. Okay, go up. Can you try the 114B? Can you do it here? Hello? Okay, good. Hello? Hello, hello. I'm supposed to choose. Okay, yeah, good. Wait, you confuse yourself. Can you, okay, first thing first, when you erase thing, you need, if you cannot manage, then you use different colors. You can't make silly mistakes like this. This is super basic stuff. Are you clear? This is super basic stuff. If you tell me you cannot see properly, you go and zoom in. If you cannot zoom in, use a better, like seriously use a red. If you need to use red. Cross it out. Are you clear now? You can't just make simple, silly mistakes like this. You are wasting your time if you make silly mistakes like just now. Okay? Hold on. Look at the question again. It's minus 8p. It's minus 8p. So minus 8p, is it you split to 8p or something else? Show me on the right, 8 times p, what do you get? Show me on the right. 8 times c, what you get? So what is the question?
Negative.
Then, so are you supposed to have? I never ask you to erase. Next time I never ask you to erase, you don't erase. Okay? So 8 times p will be 8p. The question is? Negative what?
8p.
Then, how do you split? Write the negative 8p on the right and see if you can get back. Can you get back? Then, okay, good. Continue. Wait. Who asked you to put the minus sign there? You need to split the minus 56q. Underline the term first. Red color. Use red color for the right hand side. Do it. Underline the term first. First and second term. First and second. With the sign or without the sign? Okay, good. Go. So what is in between? Plus, correct. Continue. Do it quickly. If you cannot see what you are supposed to do, cross your minus 8 first. You don't want to see something. You want to see something clearly, okay? Can you follow the steps or not? You're not following the steps. Can you follow the steps? Is it very hard to follow? Continue now. Is that all? Can you do something to the 4p minus 8? Try it out. 4p minus 8, continue. Then what about the front one? Does this look not plus? Who says plus? Who says plus? Why are you going to insert a plus there? Can I ask you a question? What is in between these brackets? What is in between the bracket? Huh? What operation is in between the bracket? Zoom into the bracket. The gap in between the bracket. What is in between that? What's the operation in between here? For operation, which operation? Times. Okay, good. So what you're supposed to write there? Times, right? Come down. If over there is times, what do you think is here? Times. That's the reason why you cannot put the plus over there, because the operation is time. Okay, good. So now you have this. So do you think that, okay, this is like this? Okay. Now give yourself an example. A dot 4 dot B. How do you tidy up this A dot 4 dot B? Or you think, okay, can you simplify this? A dot 4 dot B. Okay, so can you explain to me why 4AB?
Times them together.
But why you put the 4 in front? But why not like AB4? Or why not A4B?
Because normally the 4 is the number is in front.
Okay, so since your reason is like the number need to be in front, then what about this one? The one on the left hand side. So does it make sense for you to put the 4 in front as well? This is the letter, right? This is also with letter, right?
Yeah.
The 4 is?
In front.
The 4 is in front now? Sandwiched. So this one is also sandwiched. And you simplify, you put the
4 in front.
Are you supposed to put the 4 in front as well for this? Does it make sense for you to put the 4 in front as well? Can you see this is letters?
Yeah.
This one also letters?
Yeah.
4 is sandwiched by them?
Yeah.
So the convention is, or the tradition is?
The number in front.
Okay, good. Can you go to can you zoom out? Let's go to this part. This part. Yeah, you mean this part. This part. Zoom in a little bit more if you can. Okay, good. So why just now you put the plus in between? Why over here you can insert a plus?
Because there's no bracket.
Why is not times? I mean,
Because the bracket is not.
can you write this minus 8p times minus 56q? I say times, right? In between is times. Okay. Can you put in between is a plus? Go down. Can I ask you which? This is 1, this is 2, label 1, 2. Which one will give you minus 8p minus 56q? Can you simplify the one? So what do you get for 1? It's times. Use your calculator. What you get for 1?
448.
Go ahead. Write it beside the 1. Write it smaller. We are running out of space. Then minus 8 times minus 56 is 448. Then the P and Q, how? Okay, that's the answer for 1. What about the answer for 2? Can you simplify the answer for 2? Wait. First thing first, you need to open the bracket first. What are you doing? Yes, open the bracket, then only ask yourself if you can combine them. I don't want to see the circle. If you want to simplify it, please, I just want to see the final one. So which one will give you back the answer? The second one. So basically, that's why the second one will give you back the original, right? So that's the reason why the in between is a plus, not a times. That's why you can put a plus in between. Okay. So in fact, next time, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to write your second step first. So that means your this step, you should put it before you do the bunching up. What I'm trying to say is this. Read to me. So next time if you have both minus, right? Your job is to do this. Okay. Then continue. Very clear? I'll just look here, okay? So we have this. Are you clear? So you are supposed to add the plus first. Can or not? Okay. Then for this one, it's very clear cut. When you have bracket, right?
Okay.
In between is the times. No need to think much. Okay? Okay? Good. Okay. Zoom out. Yeah, thank you. Then I'll go up. So let's try the B on top. We do it on top. So okay, one question I want to give you is, can you see that you have minus? So just now what we talked about here, go to the down the right hand side. Where you also have minus, right?
Yeah.
For minus, okay, this is 2 terms minus. That one is 3. Just now the question is 3 terms. So 2 terms minus, I need to insert a plus sign in between. Okay. So now 3 terms minus. Can you underline the terms first? Or copy the question. Copy the question here first, so that later you can You can underline, yes. So underline the terms first. Okay, good. So basically you have three terms. So these three terms, right? You need to insert the plus sign in between. You know why it's plus, right? We talked about it just now. Plus. You know why it's plus, right? Can you put minus? Right? Can you put minus?
No.
Why not?
Because it changed.
Yes. Can you change?
No.
Cannot. If you change it and your this is different from the original, you're wrong. But now you put the plus, it never changed. Right? Continue. Now you can split each individual. Now, 40, I mean minus 40, then minus 56, minus 24. So what is the the common one among these two? Never mind. You don't know how to do it. You find the HCF. Do it on the right. You put the 40 there, put the 56 there, put the 24 there, use HCF. See HCF? Yeah. Put the 40 there. Yeah. 56. Then 24. Yes. If you cannot see, then you have to do the HCF. Can you continue further?
No.
Cannot. Okay, so what's the HCF? How do you read? Where from where you get your HCF? Circle them. From where you get your HCF? If you take the 5, my question is, are you going to take the 7? Are you going to take a 3 as well? So where you get your HCF? Only the side. Okay. If you ever go to the 5, you have to go to the 7 and the 3 as well. And that is the LCM, not the HCF. So the HCF for this case is
8.
How do you get it? How do you get it? How do you get 8? How do you get 8?
Okay.
Very good. Write down. The next time you can refer to this question. Okay, good. Please. Hold on. You put down equal to 8 first. I don't. You just 2 times 2 times 2. So what is that? Okay, so this is 8, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you why you put minus 8? they have the negative sign, you also need to put a negative. So for the minus 56, you also need to get to minus 8. By the way, the three of them, they have the minus sign. Okay? Yeah. I think you need to manage your space better. If not, you will run out of space. Yeah, just write it smaller for the minus 56 one. Wait, what's in between? After the y? Yes, it's a plus. Okay, then now you split the minus 56 y. Write it smaller so that you have enough space. So can you yeah, underline the similar, I mean the common factors. Is that all? Then get rid of them. Take it out first. Take it out before you get rid of them. Then get rid of them. That's it. Are you clear? So this question is how many terms? 3 terms. Go down. This question is how many terms?
4.
No, you look.
Yeah.
Over here is 2, right?
Yeah.
Over here is over right hand side also?
2.
Total?
4.
Very good. So just now 3 term. Here's 4 term. Go down. This one is how many terms?
2.
Okay, good. So basically for 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms, you have a example already. Very clear? So basically you are expected to know how to factorize 2, 3, 4 terms. And we just went through 3 such examples. Okay? So you have no excuse not knowing how to do 2, 3, 4 terms factorization. Are you clear now? Okay, good. Yeah, go up. Okay, good. Yeah, this is about simplification. 154. Opening brackets. This one we done already. This part. 154. Yeah, go ahead. Open the brackets. So so basically you have two brackets. So you which bracket you do first? Yes, do this first. Correct. Then underline similar terms, or maybe you can open the bracket first. I mean, one more bracket for you to open, right? Yeah. Grab a drink first. Okay, can I suggest you one thing? Yes. Okay. Wait. Can you not? No. Go back to the original. Okay. Good. Don't do the simplification like just now. Do it the next step. Do you know why? Let's say you make a mistake, right? You can trace back. If you erase your work, can't trace. Understand me? Okay, so now do the simplification on the next line. Because later you still can trace back. Okay, if you erase your work, no way. So you underline similar terms and then go ahead and do it. Let your calculator solve for you. So this one is the x1. Then you don't have the non-x. So what you key in, you should key in -2 and -5, right? Yeah. Let the calculator do it for you. Okay, don't do it with your brain. 3 times 3. Next. Okay. A. Right. You can do it here. Do it here. Now, this A, not that A, this A. That one we done. This A. Do it here. So once you finish this, then we can take a brief break. If you cannot handle, use your calculator. Done? Okay, good. Up. Okay, one more question before we call it call time for the first half. Okay, 130. Question 130. Do it here. By the way, all this we have practiced before. Oh, by the way, this is the thing I want to talk about today because the other student, she also make a similar mistakes. Right? Let me tell you the mistake she made. Let me just, for example, I give you this. Okay, if I make it, if I want to make the denominator 4, right? Our practice is times 2 here, right? This way of writing is wrong. Do you know why? Because if you put the times 2 on top like this, you only times the -1. So the correct way to write is this. So I'm very particular these days. The correct way is with this. Out of it. When you put out of it, then people will see it as times 2 go to the x, and then the times 2 go to the -1. Or of course, there is a good practice. If you see 2, you better leave a bracket. Okay, if you put it like this, it's wrong. You know why? You are telling people you are only doing for this one. While you're supposed to do it for? Yes. So the correct way to write is, if you see the 2 terms in the numerator, put a bracket. Can you do it? focus. So if you insert anything, please put a bracket. So which one you need to put a bracket, which one you don't need to put a bracket? Yeah. I think you can simplify this one first. Open the bracket for this one first. Then you go ahead and make it the same denominator. Yeah. Do it here. You can erase the above if you don't have enough space. Mm. 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 Okay, and I want to suggest you. So you know that later you need to make it the same denominator, right? So the more you need to space out. Let's say this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. Next time when you write, right, don't write it like so close to each other. Because when you write it so close to each other, later you want to insert the 2 times or 3 times, it's very hard, no space. Can you redo? Like let's say this is here is okay, the first one is okay, but the next one I think you need to try to space out. It's up to you to play with the space. Then when you do, yeah, correct. In fact, you should give yourself enough space. Yes, good. Then now you go and decide what is the, you need to times what for each of them. I think your minus sign need to go to the left a bit. Now you start to see the like how I asked you to space out a little bit, right? All right. So now you see the benefits of bigger spacing, right? Okay, good. Mm. 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 Actually, you can also make this 12. So how do you make 4 into something over 12? Just write down 4 is equal to something over 12. So what is that something? Let's do it here. 4 is equal to something over 12. Is equal to something over 12. So what is that something? Put a question mark there. So how do you get the question mark? Just a copy. That's it. What number you have tested so far? What number you are testing now? What number you are testing now? What number you are testing now? Quick. 2 divided by 12. 2 divided by 12 give you what? Okay, first thing first. No, hold on. Listen first. Something divided by 12 is 4, right? Can you write it in the 4 is equal to something divided by 12? So this format is actually equal to 4 equal to question mark divided by 12. Write it down. This is called over 12. So you want to write it in, can you write in mathematics? question mark divided by 12. So how do you get question mark? You use a simple example. What simple example you give yourself? Something equals to something divided by something. Give yourself a simple example now, quick. Correct. This is the example we give yourself all the time. 2 is equal to something divided by something. Correct. So how do you get question mark in this case? Match. Match. I asked you to match. Okay, continue. So question mark is your
6.
okay. So how do you get 6? Write down how do you get 6 first. So question mark is no need to zoom already. I think the space is good enough. You don't anyhow zoom. What's the answer?
48.
Double check, see if 48 can get you. That's how you double check your answer. Yeah. So question mark is then replace your question mark on top with 48. Can you erase your 4 here? Straight away write 48 over 12. And I will tell you why you can do why you need to do this. Can you see that they all have 12?
Yeah.
You know what you can do? Because they have 12. Okay, what you can do? They all have 12. What you can do? Can you see they all have 12? Then? No. When they all have 12, what you can do? Cancellation. Cancel the 12. So basically each term have 12, you can cancel the 12. Yes. Then what you are left with, both left hand side and right hand side, continue. No more 12 already. So when you have 12 throughout, you can cancel. Is this much simpler than above? Do it. So this is the technique. Get them all into 12. Then you get rid of the 12. They must all into 12. Huh? One of them not 12 also cannot. All must be 12. That's why I asked you to change your 4 into something over 12. Okay? So you please remember this technique on the right hand side. Wait, you use calculator or not? I asked you not to use your brain, you go and use your calculator. First arrow, second arrow, redo. I asked you to redo all. Correct. You don't skip step. 对. Correct. Read -3 times 2 or -2. Look at your second arrow. -3 times -2 or 2? -2 or 2? How do you read the second arrow? Read it out.
3 times.
3? The second arrow, how do you read?
-3 times -2.
Read it again.
-3 times -2.
Why there is a minus in front of the 2? Just now you did not put the minus. Why? So which one is correct? I'm asking you. Don't waste my time. How do you read the second arrow? One more time.
-3 by -2.
Yes. Continue. Now it's correct. Then now let your calculator give you the answer. You cannot make mistakes like this, okay? Follow the arrow. Exactly. Follow the arrow. What you need to do is just follow the arrow. Let your calculator do it. Who asked you to insert the minus sign there? Don't put the sign. Let the calculator give it to you. Combine similar term. Your line don't go over to the plus sign. Your this -3x, your line is too long. So you need to move the, yes. When you move, what you need to do? Correct, change the sign. You don't change the number. Okay. Correct. Okay. So I want you, can you zoom? Can you come down? Yes. I want you to get this. Okay, get it into all 12, delete the 12. Okay, good. So yeah.